Hello everybody, welcome back to Flower Club. It is freezing here today in Melbourne and that won't stop us from designing some flowers. So let's see what we have in store for today. So gorgeous wattle, stunning, some snaps and a beautiful candlestick Banksia. So let's get prepping and let's start talking about our wattle first. Your wattle might look a little bit like this. It's just more in bud form. This has already popped open a little bit. So your wattle will burst open, all these tiny little yellow flowers. It might just take a couple of days. Because it's cold, we can encourage it along with a few techniques. So when you're prepping your stems, I'll talk in mate. So when you're prepping your stems, you can fill up a vase with some lukewarm water, that's 35-40 degrees, not hot, not boiling. Some stems we do put in boiling water, but not wattle in particular. So cut off, make sure you get clean your stem up really nice, like so, nothing hanging out. Cut 2 to 3 centimeters at the bottom at an angle, that's fine, and then cut vertically up the stem like this. For these woodier stems, this can really help increase the water absorption, because instead of just absorbing water from this kind of area right here, we've just split it open, and so now those two faces of the inside of the stem will be absorbing water as well. So it's really going to drink it all up and have those burst open with your warmer water. So this isn't warm water, but imagine. Not put myself in the face. What you can also do, if you want to really encourage them along, is so you can do this maybe the day before you start completing your arrangement with your all of your prep stems in your vase with your warm water, and just checking on the water temperature kind of as you go, just topping up a little bit more warm water if it needs it. And then once you've prepped them all, you can put a plastic bag, like a big garbage bag or just a shopping bag, kind of drape it over the top. This kind of creates a little bit of a greenhouse in a way, and the steam will increase the humidity around the blooms and help them encourage to open. All right, so I've prepped all of my wattle, put into warm water if I needed to for about 3 to 4 hours, and now refresh your vase with some just cold tap water, and we can start prepping the snaps. So it's nice and easy, just pull the leaves off. They come up pretty smoothly. They're called snapdragons because they're little faces. They've got little faces, look like little dragons snapping when you squeeze them. Pretty cute. And then our little Banksia. I'm going to keep the foliage on for now. I do like the kind of texture that it gives, so a bit different. And it's got a candlestick Banksia. Really see it's nice and tall and elongated. They're native to Western Australia, and they are incredibly long lasting and hardy. So when your flowers all kind of, you've enjoyed your flowers, it's been a week and a half, your Banksia will kind of keep going. So you can pop it in a vase by itself and enjoy it for much longer, or you can let it dry in a vase with no water and it will stay beautiful and gorgeous just like this. So let's bring our vase in. I'm just using just a classic white ceramic vase. It's 20 by 10. And we'll start looking at our pieces of foliage. We'll start there. So we've got a lovely long big bit and then a collection of smaller pieces. So we'll probably start with our big mama, see where it kind of wants to go. My small bits in the front. Okay, so I've kind of built my shape. I'm trying to take advantage of where the yellow is most prominent. A little bit of asymmetry going on, and then a little bit of lower in the center. So it's nice. We'll kind of pop these up at the back and a few at the front, have them kind of popping out in between the yellow. To measure against your vase, just bring it to the edge of the bench, see where I want to put it, and then cut off that excess at a 45-degree angle. And see that the snap, these are pretty straight, but sometimes they can have a bit of a, I'm going to see with this one, a bit of a natural curve I'm going to follow that curve with the direction that the foliage is going. Just create some nice kind of lines and some nice movement. This one has a broken head, but I'm still going to use it just in case one of your heads breaks off. Just kind of nestle it in and then no one can really tell. So 3 on the side, 2 on the side. I'm seeing well there's a little bit of stem showing here. There's a little bit of stem showing. So I save these little offshoots. So I can tuck them in the front, kind of finish off the vase. Keep everything stems and fittings, so it's just a beautiful balloon coming out. Cool. Then you have a Banksia, which is going to be the hero in the front. I might trim down a little bit of this foliage. If you do that, rather than cutting straight across the top, so it looks like it's got a funny haircut, just find a piece of the stem amongst the foliage, so without cutting the leaves, cut it at an angle, flush down to where one of the leaves begins, and then it just kind of looks like it grows that way. And then if you decide you don't want it, that's okay, because it's kind of... And like a couple of pieces to finish off with, just to add a little bit more nice drape. And there we go. Well done. Nice and big and bold, and a little bit of native and a little bit of not native. So it's a nice mix. I do like mixing natives and non-natives just to change it up a little bit.
Alrighty, and we're all done. So this is our big native, mixed native arrangement. I enjoyed designing here this week. I can't wait to see all of your arrangements on the Facebook page, and I'll see you next time. See ya!